break from fighting misogyny. And I think men need to own up to our role in it, and therefore the conversations we need to engender in the same way in which every single conversation about white privilege does not need to include a black person. Is it the only way of approaching these issues? Absolutely not. One of my favorite South Africans, I can't cite him because I don't have his permission, turned out an opportunity to be on the panel. I deeply respect him. I was hoping he'd be in the audience so that we can engage today. He makes a very important point, which was the deeper point that I wrestled with, which is the relational aspect. If part of dismantling rape culture is about learning how men and women can respect each other in terms of our mutual presence in a particular space, and isn't it important to have mixed panels so that you can practice that relational element? I think that argument is overstated, to be honest.
Just tagging along from Misiba's on the fact that this is an all-male panel. And you know, we need to be careful as men what it is that we say and what it is that we don't say. So I think positionality is always important in having these sort of conversations. So just as though if this was an all-black room with one white person sitting here, I don't think anyone would be comfortable with that white person telling the rest of the people in the room how it is they ought to be black, how it is they ought to curate their blackness, and how they ought to construct their activism. And in the same breath, I think at any point, we shouldn't place any burden on women during this conversation. So we at no point should say, this is what women should be doing to fight off rape culture.
We've got this kind of structure now. We've got a structure where, on the one hand, we've got women that we're empowering. Women must earn the same as men. We don't even say more than men. Women must, because we're the barometer, you see. So women must earn the same as men. Except we've also taught the women at home that, listen, never marry your equal. Always marry up. Okay? And you look at any marriage. Marriages that work currently need to either have a willfully defeated man or a powerful man who can exercise power over his women. And note, I did say women. We could go into polygamy for days. But you follow.
So, a certain way that did not adhere to the school rules. She quickly replied, "It's my culture." Everybody stared at her, wondering to themselves when synthetic hair extensions had become part of the Zulu culture. One of my favorite African authors, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, says, and I quote, "Because I am female, I am expected to aspire to marriage. I'm expected to make my life choices, always keeping in mind that marriage is most important. Now, marriage can be a source of joy and love and mutual support. But why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage and we don't teach boys the same?" Close quote. Growing up a young female of color, I was brought up to be the perfect housewife. My grandmother would always say, "Andile, go and wash the dishes. No man wants a woman that can't wash dishes." Or, "No man wants a woman that..."
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mama, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Am I? Yes. Will I be rich? Yes. My mama said, I am pastor's wife. I have a decorum to keep, both in and outside of church. On the outside, I have to be happy, filled with the Spirit of God, gracious, eloquent, and all the good stuff. I am the pastor's wife. But inside,